5, right? It was funny. It was like a movie set. Like right when we all went live, they're like, "All right, cue the lights, cue the car, trucks. Let's get it moving."
No, literally.
Okay. Great.
She said they delayed.
Delayed, yeah.
Right, we're gonna be a while.
Delayed.
it's okay with you guys, a 2-minute warning in front of all cameras, if that works for you guys. Does that work? Are you taking this live or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
okay.
are.
Once he parks, if I give 2 minutes, is that good?
Yep.
That way he can start and we can all take it at the same time. If that works.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning on the presser. I hope it is 2 minutes. Now they're over there loitering.
Yeah. Congregating.
Yeah, just keep the camera on
This is
him.
what we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, we are.
All of you are running it live?
Yeah. We just gave him a 2-minute warning, if that works.
Perfect. That work for everybody? About 1 minute from now.
Yeah.
Okay. Chief, they're all going live. They gave them a 2-minute warning, so we're about 1 minute out.
So just so y'all know, I've got our Chief of Operations, Chief Riska with me, and I've got our Deputy Chief of Operations, Chief Lesniak, who has actually been inside and can answer any questions you may have related to what he's seeing in there. I'll make a quick statement, and then we can take questions.
All right. Give us about 45 seconds or so.
Come on over here close.
Yeah, you guys step up to the mic. That was perfect. Get ready.
You're going to step close when you talk. Yes, sir.
They're laughing.
Is everybody in commercial right now? Yes.
I'm in weather, but yeah, I mean, we can't all sync it up, so just in 30 seconds, like, you can start, right? If that works.
I'm just waiting on y'all to say go.
All right. Yeah, they said 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
All right, we're good.
20 seconds? 20 seconds.
Yep, we're good. Go ahead, sir.
All right, let's go.
So this morning, about 7:15 a.m., JFRD received a call from the SAF battery company that's behind me down here. It came in as a commercial alarm. Upon the crew's initial arrival, they found that we had a runaway lithium phosphate battery. Now this is a big battery. It's like 5 foot by 5 foot by about 2 foot tall. Initial crews attempted to attack that battery fire with dry chemical and Lithex fire extinguishers. They were not successful, and the determination was made for crew safety to pull them out and reassess the situation. We have since set up a 2.5-inch monitor nozzle to cool the batteries that are around, the other batteries that are around this one battery that's continuing to burn now. Our crews went in and moved all of the batteries that were closest to the affected battery back to try to keep them from igniting and causing additional problems. This fire continues to burn, and it's going to continue to burn for hours. It puts off some pretty dangerous gas. Hydrogen fluoride is one of the gases it's putting off. When it goes out, it puts off hydrogen, which is extremely explosive. So we'll be remaining on scene for an extended period of time. We've got a planning meeting set up in the next hour or so to try to figure out how long we're going to be here and what our course of action is going to be, but we're going to be on scene for an extended period of time. I have with me Chief Mike Lesniak. He's our Deputy Division Chief of Operations, who's actually been inside the building and can answer any questions you may have.
What is the danger right now to anybody in proximity to the building?
So there's no danger to anybody in proximity to the building. We have both of our hazmat teams out here. They've got air monitoring set up around to make sure that the air is good and the water runoff from that 2.5 that's keeping the other batteries cool, we've tested and there's nothing in that water.
What protocol has been followed to make sure that everybody who was in the building is like okay health-wise?
So we have 7 rescues that are on scene that are taking care of rehab and also evaluating our folks and making sure they're in a good place. We also decon everybody that comes out of that building before they come out of their gear to make sure they're safe.
Do you have an idea of how many people were inside that building?
I do not.
You guys wearing any kind of special gear considering the gases at play and the battery?
So we're currently wearing just our normal bunker gear with our SCBAs, which is respiratory protection. Like I said, when they come out, they get deconned.
Any idea of what caused this battery to catch fire?
They do not know. Still under investigation.
Do you mind describing a little bit about what the inside of the building looks like and what the situation is in there right now?
It is it's a large open warehouse inside. They have a couple lifts that lift these batteries. These batteries are extremely heavy, so we're told that they're 20,000 pounds plus, and it's just a large open warehouse with a crane that will lift these batteries. No, ma'am, I don't.
Has it been like a steady flame? Has there been any, because we mentioned the gases are so explosive, has it exploded at all?
Yes, sir, it's just steadily burning. That's all it's doing, and off-gassing.
A lot of smoke inside?
There's a good amount of smoke inside.
Can you talk a little bit about the challenge of a battery fire and how it's different than a structural type of fire?
So these batteries, whether it's the lithium iron phosphate or the lithium ion batteries, they're small cells. They're packed together real tight. So what happens is once you get thermal runaway with one battery, then it impacts all the other batteries and compromises them. So it is not anything that you can put out with just putting a lot of water on it. The recommendation is to actually put it in a dump tank and submerge it. But of course, your electric vehicles, this type of battery and all that, they don't have anything like that to be able to facilitate that type of.
In 2019, we reported another fire at this facility, and in that case, the employees had to be like sprayed down like a chemical bath or something like that. Is that something that had to happen this time?
It's just a standard decon, sir. That's all it is.
Is the battery like fueling its own fire then, essentially?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. Once one battery gets going, right, it just heats up the battery next to it and around it. They're all packed in they're all packed tightly together. So if you could imagine a bunch of AA batteries packed in a 5x5 container that's 2 foot deep, and the multiple layers of that, how many of those batteries, that's exactly what you have burning inside there.
Any idea, you said hours this is likely going to continue to burn. Any idea of how many hours?
No, sir. Very extended length of time.
And I assume JFRD is like trained, you have training for this type of chemical fire specifically. Can you talk a little bit about what is this the standard protocol you guys are following? Or is this like a situation?
Well, we train for electrical vehicles and the hydrogen ion and all of that. So, I mean, we're just following our standard hazmat protocol.
As far as operations in the facility, but I wanted to ask about, is business shut down in the building?
Yes, sir, the building's evacuated.
In there for the rest of the day, I assume?
Yes, sir, building's evacuated.
Is it going to take a while to air it out after this?
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir. They will not be allowed to go back in there until it's absolutely clear of any of the toxic gases that are in there.
And last question for me and for you or the chief, as far as this meeting that's going to happen about the planning meeting, what's that going to involve, and then like what comes next here?
So it will involve engineers from SAFT. It'll involve our command staff, and we'll work with their engineers to figure out what we need to do next to make sure that we're safely taking care of and mitigating this situation.
Is it just JFRD out here? I saw like was JIA out here, or like equipment from the airport? I thought I saw.
Well, all that belongs to JFRD.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right, thank y'all very much.
And one last thing off camera, how many engine trucks did you guys, I saw LaVilla out here, I saw Brick House.
We had 10 engines, we got 7 command chiefs out here, 2 hazmat teams, 4 ladders, and 7 rescues, which equals about 100 JFRD firefighters in all.
Any possibility that anything else is going to catch on fire if you have an isolated position?
That's always a possibility in these situations.
Did you guys let the trucks back in so these distribution centers are
We're
kinda
about
good
to we're about to open that now, sir. Yes, sir. We're working
Thank you.
on that.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See y'all.
Thank you.
Another update later.
I'll let you know as we go.
They said no explosion threat, right?
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
You want me to just use this one? Appreciate you, Richard. Always make things seamless.
Yeah, thank you, Richard. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah.
Perfectly.
They took them 10 seconds later. You want to be my first? I don't know. What is it? Everybody had to pay my You had to write something for this? They sent a day signer out for this now.
Where you wanna stand? What do you wanna do?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I want to be not right next to them, so we're not all yelling into each other's microphones. I mean,
I don't think they're done with this show.
oh, they're done.
They should
You
have
guys aren't doing any more hits?
No.
Okay. We can just be right here then. They want another one at 12:30.
You're on the air at 12:32?
Yeah.
As well? Sorry, 12:32?
Uh,
2 minutes.
Probably
past the show.
12:32, maybe 12:31.
So you got an hour-long noon show.
Yeah. But we don't have a 4 like you do, so I don't know.
You know, what?
We don't have a 4 like you guys do, so give and take.
It's because Channel 4 made us do a 4.
Well, I'm sure it's coming, but
Hi, what now?
No,
uh,
you guys did a 4 first, then we followed. You guys.
Really?
Yeah, you guys had a challenge. You guys
So we're
I
like
heard in
the
West
leader.
Palm they launched a 3.
First helicopter,
A 3.
first drone.
Yeah, 4 o'clock newscast that did so well that they can't.
My old station was talking about launching a 3 in Myrtle Beach.
We only did it at the start of COVID, that's why.
I was home for 3.
But now that's
No.
gone.
Yeah, let's do a walk and talk. Maybe I can get Richard to like zoom in a little bit and kind of show.
Say that again. I would listen.
She was asking if we wanted to do like a walk and talk. I feel like that's fine. Like you can just kind of start on me and then zoom in and just show the lights and whatever.
They cut your VO? They probably didn't, did they? They probably didn't do it. That's okay.
Yeah, we'll do a walk and talk. Richard was asking if they cut any VO, but I don't know that they did. I don't think that I asked anyone to, so that's on me. So yeah, we'll walk and talk it. Okay. Sorry, like right when this was happening, I got a letter that's calling essentially for the superintendent's resignation. So I was like, at like 11:57, I got that text. So they're sending Cheyenne to it, but. Mike check, we're talking about this fire here at the Commerce Center near I-10, and we're finding out more and more about,
I think it's on the building on this side.
like this brick-looking one.
I think it's on that building on that side.
Okay.
At least that's what the guy from the start before told me. It's hard to tell because there's no smoke.
Oh, so is it the one back there? No, that's FedEx. So it's this brick one, right?
Yeah,
Way back, yeah.
down the road to the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You can't really see it from here, but
Yeah. Is that all one building?
probably because
Yeah.
a lot of these are one building with different buildings, different businesses.
Yeah. Do you want me to step out? That'd be the easiest thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, they had like the last block and then they went back to breaks. I think we're in the last break before us. This is interesting. This story. It's interesting. All right, 30 seconds out from show. Yeah, that's kind of what we learned, is that this is a little more complicated than your average fire. When you guys came to me earlier, you mentioned that it seemed like a really active scene, which was strange for something that's been going on for 5 hours now, and now we know why, that this battery, and it's not a typical battery, it's an industrial battery, 5 feet by 5 feet, 2 feet thick, has just been burning, and it's fueling its own fire. You can't just spray water on it. The easiest thing to do would be to dunk it, but you can't really get to it to do that, to find access to a water source to dunk it in, and that's why we're seeing kind of some brainstorming going on for JFRD. I'll step out of the way so that you guys can see what the scene looks like here. And it's a big scene. We have 100 firefighters who are here in various different capacities. They're staging us a pretty far ways away, so I know it's a little difficult to see. We're zooming in here, but you know what? I'm not too upset with being staged so far away, considering how dangerous this situation could be. And we got to report again that the 60 people who were inside, the employees, were all evacuated. No one was injured, so they were taken out of the facility, so there's no one in there now except for the firefighters who are geared up. And they also mentioned that this battery is letting off a type of hydrogen gas that's highly flammable, and considering it's a battery factory, you can see the danger here in having that battery continue to burn, not being able to put it out. So they've isolated it. They've moved all the other batteries out of the way, hoping that they won't obviously get lit by this fire that's continuing to burn. So we're just kind of staying by here. They're going to meet with the engineers from SAF. The fire chief's also going to meet with them. And they're going to get everybody involved to try and see if they can figure out a solution here. But right now, it's still really active, trying to evaluate what the next steps are. I will say that when I pulled up here, there was a long line of FedEx, Amazon trucks, those big distribution centers here out on the west side, and they were backed up for a while. They were asking when they were going to let in. They've opened that back up. The fire chief mentioned that those facilities nearby. The FedEx facility and then the Amazon facility on the other side of the street are going to be reopening soon because there's no danger outside of the building. But he also mentioned that even when they get this fire out, with all that hydrogen gas and the smoke, it's going to take a while to get it aired out. So it's going to be a while before they get it out. It's going to be a while before they let any employees back in. So certainly something that we're just going to have to continue to monitor. Very unique fire to be covering here. On the west side, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side. Thanks.